Hello and welcome. If you're in the mood for some American Chinese food, you're in luck, because so am I. Today we're going to be making orange chicken, but vegan style, of course. So no actual chicken. And we're not going to be using any fancy plant-based meat alternatives for this one. We're keeping it classic. All you're going to need is a block of tofu. So take your block of tofu and immediately put it in the freezer. Go about your life. Come back 12 to 24 hours later and we can finish this up. Now you should have a solid block of tofu ice. But we're not done yet. Put this in your fridge or on the countertop if you're in more of a rush and let it defrost thoroughly. I find in the fridge it takes about another 24 hours. On the countertop it should be somewhat quicker. And if, like me, you have multiple things of tofu going on, make sure to label which one it is that you've frozen and defrosted so it doesn't get confusing. And here we have our frozen and defrosted tofu. I know I said it's gonna be an easy recipe and it's already been 2 days, but from here on out, it's easy. And I thought it'd be helpful and interesting to do a little comparison of our tofu, frozen and not frozen. These are both extra firm tofus. This is the tofu that was not frozen. It is fairly smooth. You can see some sort of grains from the soy curds, but it's mostly smooth looking. Here is a close-up on our frozen tofu. I think the grains become a lot more visible and it becomes a lot more pitted looking. You'll also see a difference in how they release water. Our regular tofu is pretty firm. You can use a tofu press to press some of the water out, but if I just tried to press it here with my hands, you can see there's not much coming out. Our frozen tofu, on the other hand, releases water much more readily. You can see that just a couple squeezes and I've filled this little saucer with water. That's because of the science of freezing your tofu. When you freeze it, the water inside the tofu expands. And so it creates these larger pockets between the tofu curds. Let's go ahead and just break this in half. Okay. You can see that there's much more texture in our frozen tofu here than there is in this soft tofu. This is much more tightly packed together. And this one is got a lot more craggliness to it. So these things are sort of what gives frozen tofu an edge in some instances. With more space between the tofu curds, your tofu is more able to hold on to marinades and other flavors. Also, with more craggly texture, you can get a better crispy fried texture on it, because there's just more nooks and crannies for your crispy friedness to stick. The third thing it does better is mimic a chicken-like texture. It's not exactly chicken, but it's closer. And obviously none of these things are things you want all the time, but when we're making vegan orange chicken, all of those things will be benefits to us. The first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and squeeze out more of this moisture, if possible. And put this one away because we're not using it today. Oh, look at that. Now that we've squeezed most of the water out of the tofu, we're just gonna break it into bite-sized pieces. And breaking it as opposed to chopping it is really important to get a good texture. If you were to chop it, you would get a straight edge, and then all the benefits of freezing it to get more crispiness will have just been for naught. But when you break it, it breaks along the natural contours of the tofu curds. It also, in my opinion, looks a little bit more charming. Good to go. We're gonna need an orange for our orange chicken. And we're gonna use both the peel and the juice. We want as much of the orange part and as little of the white part as possible. Now we're going to cut our peel into thinner pieces. and set those aside. Let's juice the orange. And we got a little bit over half a cup of fresh orange juice. Let's add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and don't worry about writing any of this down. I'll put it in the description of the video. 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Let's whisk this all together and then set it aside for later. Let's also finish preparing our tofu. Start with a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and some white pepper. And then we're just gonna toss it together so everything gets coated. Be a little bit gentle here because you don't want to break up the tofu. You want to let your pan get nice and hot, otherwise you won't have crispy tofu, you'll have oily tofu. Also, if you're triggered by the use of oil in cooking, you don't need to watch this. You also don't need to go down in the comments and tell me it's a lot of oil because we're not making health food. We're making tofu orange chicken, so shush. You want enough oil to get a decent layer on the entirety of your pan. See how when I put the chopstick in, bubbles form around it? It's a good way to tell your oil's nice and hot. I'm gonna cook this in 2 batches just because I don't want to overcrowd my pan. You want to cook it nice and hot, and as your tofu gets crispy, turn so another side will get golden and crispy. We've got our crispy tofu. And this is optional, but I like some vegetables. So in this smoking hot pan, I'm just going to very quickly cook some bell peppers. We've got them set aside with our peppers, and at this point we do want our pan to cool down a little bit. It is currently too hot for our next step. Our pan's cooled down a little, and so we're going to start by adding a couple chili peppers. Use whatever chili peppers you have access to. Thai chilies are great. I'm actually using these guntar chilies. I don't really know what they are, but I'm sure they'll be delicious. We're also going to add 2 cloves of garlic and about a teaspoon of ginger. I use freeze-dried ginger, but you can use fresh or whatever you have. We're just going to heat this up until the garlic starts to soften and become fragrant. After that, we're just going to add the sauce that we've pre-mixed. You can see it's basically immediately thickening and becoming sticky. We're gonna mix it all together and let it cook for just about a minute, obviously making sure nothing is burning. Then we're gonna take it off the heat, add our cut orange peel, and then we'll add the tofu and the peppers. Stir until all of it is coated in that sticky sauce. We're gonna finish it off with some scallions. Now, I don't have scallions, but I do have this right here, which is an Egyptian walking onion. If you have any sort of gardening space, I think this is a great thing to plant because it doesn't really require any attention. It just does its own thing. It grows on by itself and it walks. So it creates these little bulbs that then fold over and it slowly grows over time, but it's very visible and very manageable if you don't want it to be moving anywhere. And you can use it just like scallions. You can also use the bulbs kind of like garlic, so it gives you multiple alliums for one very low effort plant. While we finish this up, I wanted to share that, as I mentioned I think in the beginning, this is a Chinese American dish because I believe it was created by Panda Express. It's thought to have been inspired by the dish tangerine chicken, which is an actual Chinese dish that uses tangerine peels. Look how pretty that is. Time to serve that up and give it a try. Thing is done, now we can eat. All right, let's start with a bite of our tofu, and it's got some of that lemon peel on it. It's good. I like the citrus flavor, and then just that little bit of bitterness that the peel adds. The tofu itself is super crispy and juicy. Usually I don't love a lot of sweetness in my savory foods, and this definitely does have a lot of sweetness. But I think it's nicely balanced with the heat and the sourness and just the freshness in general from the orange. I think the peppers are the perfect vegetable for this. They're sweet and they're crunchy, and because I cooked them so high, they have smokiness to them that I think really adds to the dish. I grew up eating a lot of General Tso's
tofu. Not orange tofu, but General Tso's tofu. And so I think there is something about this particular flavor combination of the sweet and the savory and the little bit of spicy that I really enjoy. If you're a vegan and you miss orange chicken, or if you want to make orange chicken at home, but you want to be a little bit nicer to the planet, I think this recipe is a great option for you. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious. What more could you want? I would say the biggest flaw with this dish is the portion size. Between my partner and I, and a little bit of help from Dougie, I know we would finish this really quickly. So if I wanted leftovers in my house, I think I would have to double this recipe. Let me know in the comments what some of your favorite Chinese or Chinese American dishes are that you might like to see a vegan version of. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, you can be the first to see next time we post. Until then, bye-bye! You like that, don't you? You're an orange tofu kind of dog. Okay, now let me finish videoing.